What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Thingos back again for another video. You already know I talk about games, comics, movies, anything that is that I like as far as the nerd culture goes. I'm into all that stuff, and right now I'm going to be talking about Attack on Titan once again. If you're into this stuff, if you like my previous videos, if you want to see more content like this, subscribe, hit the like button, dislike button too. All criticism, I welcome it, and it helps me figure out what I need to do for the next video. So anyway, what I wanted to talk about in this video was the next chapter of Attack on Titan, speculating on what could happen. Now, the last chapter had a lot of things set up. We know that chapter 126 is going to be coming out February 7th, I believe, next month. But that kind of varies. Sometimes it drops on the date that they give. Sometimes it might drop a little early, but I don't know. I mean, whenever it drops, whenever it's translated, best believe everybody gonna be reading it and making videos about it. But before that happens, I just wanted to speculate and talk, because Attack on Titan is so turned right now. There's so many things going on, so many pieces moving, and it's just so interesting to talk about it. And the fact that it's not a weekly series, so the fact that it comes out every month makes it very hard to wait for the next chapter to come out, especially with all the crazy shit that's going on in the story right now. So this kind of helps tie it over into the next chapter. Oh, sorry, just dropped something. But this helps tie it over into the next, chapter drops or whatever. It kind of just helps me get through this little dry spill. So I wanted to talk about a lot of the stuff that was set up. So obviously, first thing that we get thrown in our face, Annie, she's back. Of course, that's something that everybody has been waiting on for a very long time. I have a lot of people that have Annie as like their favorite character, or at least one of their favorite characters. She's definitely one of the most mysterious, and I'm looking forward to see what Izayama does with her in the future of the story. Like, was she just brought back just to be brought back, or is she actually going to do something? And I think that's one of the most interesting things that people are looking forward to, or people are trying to see what's going to happen with her. I did enjoy the fact that we got all that backstory with Annie. We knew a little bit about her backstory from the OVA they released with her, and the few little details you can get just talking about Annie and her father and stuff like that, but not really too many details. And we know a lot about how she made her way over to the island of Paradise with Bertholdt and Rainer. And so it's pretty cool that we got to get even more blanks filled in with her backstory when she was talking to Hitch. And I really enjoyed that. So I don't know what Izayama can do with Annie's character, but the guy really knows how to write this story and figure out how to make things important that we didn't think was important. So I don't have any doubts that he'll find a way to do something dope with Annie before the series ends. He didn't bring her back after all this time for nothing. Now, what else we got going on is we also have Connie. Connie is tripping. I mean, he ain't the only character tripping. A lot of people tripping right now because of what's going on. Actually, before I segue into talking about Connie, I want to talk about what is going on inside these walls. The crazy, chaotic, like disarray of all the civilians. They are really getting in each other's throats. You have one side that are trying to uplift Eren and say that what he's doing is exactly what they need, and the Eldian Empire is on the rise. Praise Eren. The Jaegers, they just sipping everything that Eren spits out. But on the other end, we have civilians that are angry with Eren because he actually killed a lot of people when he released the Wall Titans. A lot of the debris fell, killed, collateral damage, and you have them angry. They've lost loved ones when the walls shattered. Probably some of their houses got destroyed. I mean, who the fuck care about houses at this point with everything going on? But the point is, a lot of stuff happened when Eren let the Wall Titans free. I think that's cool that Attack on Titan focuses on the overarching, like the overall scope of what's going on. It shows us how it's affecting you know, everybody, even the no names, you know, like, even like regular civvies, it's showing us everything. And that's a highlight that I really got to give this story, because in so many stories, man, you see all the action, you see the transformations, you see the crazy fights, but you see the destruction that they cause, but you don't really see how it affects you know, the regular everyday people that are just watching this godlike stuff happen right in front of them. So I like how Izayama has found a way to show us what the people on the ground, how they're reacting to everything that's going on with Eren and the rumbling. You know, it goes even further with it by showing us the citizens of Liberio, you know, the people that, the Eldians that stay on Marley and like that little concentration camp or whatever. They start to fight back, and Annie's father starts the revolt because they're trying to tell the Marleyan soldiers what they saw in their vision with Eren telling them what he was going to do. Nobody is listening. You know, the Marleyan soldiers, they don't care. They think that the Eldians are just trying to make a plan to try to escape or something. But you know, Annie's father, he snaps, and he just trying to fight to escape. Everybody's scared. You know, they know that if they stay there, then Eren is going to step on them anyway. They have no idea what they're gonna do even when they escape. People are panicking, they're scared. Nobody knows what to do. And I feel like this chapter really highlights that. Like, that's like the main theme. Nobody knows what to do, and everybody is terrified. And you just see how like everybody is reacting to this crazy situation. You got some people that are mentally cracking, people snapping because they trying to come up with ideas or just trying to think and they can't because there's so much going on. You know, people fighting, people killing each other. Like, it's bad. It's very bad. And yeah, so to segue over back to Connie, you know, you have him feeling real bad about losing so many people close to him, his entire family, you know, Rainer and Berthold, Annie betraying them, you know, some of his comrades, fellow cadets. Also, most importantly, Sasha. You know what I'm saying? This guy has been through it, and he just wants to get his mom back. He wants to try to reclaim a lot of the shit that he has lost. And when he found out that Falco actually has the Jaws Titan, and that, you know, knowing what we know about Titans, that if a regular mindless Titan eats a shifter, they can change back to who they were before. Connie just wants to try to rebuild in the wake of all this chaos where everything is breaking down. He at least wants to see his mom one last time or try to bring her back. And it seems like he's kind of disregarded his friends, and he just ran off away from Jean, Armin, and Mikasa to go do his own thing. He's taken Falco, but you see him struggling with this decision, man. The way that he looks as he's riding on the horse, talking back and forth with Falco. You see Falco putting his trust in Connie. He thinks that he's a good guy and he's trying to help him out, but at the same time, you can see him trying to figure out what's really going on. He has some doubts about it. He doesn't really have his memory because that was the first time that he changed into a Titan shifter. And first time you change into a Titan, your memories are like scrambled everywhere. I mean, you see Eren, he turned into a Titan, ate his dad, didn't find out about that till season 3. So Falco is, you know, he's confused. He's a little confused. So he has no idea really what's going on. He's just trying to piece it together. And he's trusting Connie. So I feel like Falco is gonna reach a breaking point. This dude is gonna snap. Like, he gets so tired of being used and people, like, you know, taking his kindness for weakness. Eren did it to him first. And, you know, he felt so bad because of what happened to his city. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, I hope Falco don't lose his good heart, because the guy's just a good dude. But I know he's going to be destroyed when he finds out what Connie is really trying to do. I don't think it's going to work out for Connie. I think he could die. He has red flags, man. I mean, death flags, man. Like, if anybody else is gonna die in this story as far as main characters, I feel like it's gonna be Connie. I don't know if he's gonna make it through this, but I definitely know that Falco isn't about to die. Like, with all the development he got and being saved after turning into a Titan, I seriously doubt that he is going to be used to bring Connie's mom back. I don't know. I mean, Izayama, he like to break our hearts. He like to give us, you know, twists and turns. So I don't know what's gonna happen, to tell you the truth. But this is just me, my opinion, you know, me speculating. I don't think that Falco is going to die. Connie, I don't know. But Falco, I'm pretty sure he's safe. And moving it over to Jean, my personal favorite character. He don't get enough respect. Gene dope. But anyway, so Gene, he just got finished taking out all the, leading the Titan suppression, taking down all the Titans and everything. He tired, he's sitting down, trying to make sense of everything that's going on. Then Flock just walks in out of nowhere, and you already know, bitch ass Flock. Every time you see this dude, I'm not gonna just hate on him, because I know a lot of people, well, not a lot, I'm squinting, not a lot, but I know there's some people out there that actually like Flock or see things from his perspective. Now I'll tell you this, I understand Flock, but I don't like Flock. I don't at all. Honestly, I think I might even take that back. I don't even think I understand Flock, like, to an extent. But Flock be getting turned up, and not in the good way. Like, this dude's way too trigger happy. He is a crazy zealot. This dude, I'm talking about, if the Jaegerist had a big ass pitcher of Kool-Aid with all of Aaron's juices in it, and everything, his ideas, his plans, his future, all that was in that Kool-Aid, Flock would be shooting people just to get to the front of that line so he can drink, like, guzzle it all down himself. Because Flock is crazy, man. He worships Aaron. He worships his plan. He feels like he is the one responsible for purging all of the hate inside of the walls. As he says, he pretty much self-proclaims himself the ambassador or the advisor, not the advisor, the representative of Eren Yeager. Yes, he said that while Eren is fucking shit up, fixing things outside of the walls, he gonna be doing that same thing inside of the walls. You see him with a gun in his hand, just, threatening the volunteers that came from Marley to try to help the Eldians out and, free their homelands and everything. You have Yelena just sitting there looking depressed, like, this woman is done. She thinks Zeke is dead. She ain't got no reason to even live no more. And then you got on Yakapon, he just standing there in shock at what Flock doing. Flock literally busted open, like, he shot this dude's head off, man, right in front of him. He shot one of the volunteers' heads off right in front of the other ones. It was just like, this what happened if y'all, if my mouth don't work, this is what gonna happen. Like, wouldn't y'all rather live than die like this? Bruh clung on to his pride. I'm talking, he talking like he's some kind of, like, I'm talking, he's speaking all well spoken and shit. Like, he talking like he really got on one of them robes or something, and he's standing right next to the king, and he's just like, all hail Eren Yeager. You must understand that the choices of the king are proper to his nature. Will you say anything bad about the king? Like, he sound like one of them motherfuckers. Like, I'm talking about, like, bruh, it is so bad how much he's sucking Eren right now. And he even said, what he said that was like that. He was like, he was like, man, give him praise. Even in death, he clung on to his pride or something like that. And I'm just like, Flock, what are you doing? And clearly I'm not the only one that feel this way, because Gene is just stuck, bro. Like, I feel so bad for Gene, man, because Gene is a good dude. He don't like killing people unless he has to. And Flock is a fellow comrade in arms. That is the last thing that Gene wants to do, is kill a fellow officer in the scouts, like, especially one that has as much history as him and Flock. Now, of course, him and Flock don't have, like, no history like him and all the other main characters, but you know what I'm saying, they have probably been, they've been fighting together for 4 fucking years, and the way that they've portrayed Flock, it kind of seems like he's Gene's second in command, or like Gene kind of took him under his wing a little bit. So it gotta really hurt Gene, man, to see like how much Flock is losing it and realizing that he probably gonna have to kill him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he just stuck. His jaw is just down. Like, Gene just like, bruh, like he has no idea what to do. Now, I saw a lot of people point out that Gene picked up some rocks that was sitting next to him and that he hid them behind him, so he probably gonna try to smash Flock across his face like in the next issue or something. I don't know. I looked for that like 400 times. I didn't actually see Gene pick up the rocks, but I did see some rocks next to Gene. And in the next panel, they weren't there anymore, so maybe that's what people was talking about. If that does happen, I really hope Gene is careful. I swear, man, if Izayama killed Gene, I'ma be mad as fuck. But if you gonna kill Gene, let him go out like a G. You know what I'm saying? Let him sacrifice himself. Let him do something so honorable and heroic that just shows his complete journey to who he is now. Don't let him die by Flock, bro. I swear if Flock kills Gene, I will be so fucking mad. I think I'll be the only one too, because I don't know why, but people don't really show Gene respect like that. Like, Gene dope, man, and he don't deserve that. So I really hope that's not what Izuyama gonna do. Like, Izuyama, I will write you the longest hate mail letter, I swear, if you do that. But anyway, so I hope that Gene kills Flock, whoever. I don't care how Flock die. I just want him to die as long as Gene is alive, you know. But anyway, so last thing I wanted to touch on real quick before, because I'm not talking about Gabby at all. You know, Falco, Gabby is an extension of Falco, so you know I ain't talking about her at all. The only thing I can really say about her is she finally learned her lesson, because you see her hugging, I think her name Mia or Kaya or something like that. The chick that was that got saved by Sasha. They finally made up for it with each other. They hugged, and you can see that they friends or whatever, or at least have like respect for each other, understand one another. So that beef is squashed. That's good. But yeah, man, like one of the most emotional parts that I definitely got to touch on is when Armin, you know what I'm saying, when he loses it with Mikasa, about like you know, trying to figure out what's going on. He got so many things rushing through his head, and then Mikasa asks him about Eren. He snaps. And yeah, man, like Armin is going through it. You know, he started thinking about who should have been brought back to life, him or Erwin. You know, he brings that up again, but it wasn't a retread. It actually made sense. You can see that this is really weighing on Armin's mind, and it probably pushes him, and probably has been pushing him this whole time since he was brought back to life, to try to be the best version of himself that he can be, and try to like live up to Erwin, so to speak. We don't know what's going to happen, but I already know Armin is going to be leading the charge, or he's at least going to be coming up with the idea with Gene leading the charge. I hope that's how it is. But anyway, yeah, man. So, you know, we got Armin trying to figure out what's going on, but he just has to put his mind on hold for a second and try to stop Connie from feeding Falco to his mom. And the thing that just ends it off and just has everybody just going crazy, aside from Annie and, you know, everything else, is Levi is back. The very last panel that we see is Levi. He's bandaged up, so you know he looks like he's in bad shape, but he at least looks alive. And I know Izuyama, same thing like I said with Annie, he wouldn't bring Levi back if Levi wasn't going to do at least something of importance in the story. It even ends with the phrase, "Soldier will not die until he's given a reason to live." So yeah, Levi, he has to stay around at least until he finds out a reason to live. And yeah, Izuyama, he ain't about to kill Levi, man. He not about to kill Levi. You know, we got Hanji and Levi meeting up. Well, Levi's unconscious, but you got Hanji meeting up with Pieck and Magath. And yeah, it ends right there. So maybe they gonna try to come up with some kind of plan together, some kind of peace. I don't know, but all I know is there's way too much craziness going on right now for them to be fighting each other. So I think they're trying to set up the story for these people to eventually join together, come up with this huge plan to try to stop Eren, even though I don't think they're gonna be able to do it. The next chapter, man, can really go either way. It's so many things, like I said, that I just went over. They got left on cliffhangers. Like the next issue, we could see the resolution for what's gonna happen with Connie. You know, we could see Armin and them catch up to Connie. We could see what's gonna happen with Gene and Flock and Mikasa. We could see what's gonna happen. You know, they could jump to Zeke for all we fucking know. You know what I'm saying? We need to hear back from him. We ain't heard from him since what, 122? Shit. You know, it could be a chapter that focuses on nothing but Marley. You know, showing us the uprising or whatever the fuck that might be happening out there. So all I know is the main things that I want to see in the next chapters. I want to see more of the chaos and the aftermath and just what's going on because of Eren starting the rumbling. I want to see what's going on everywhere else in the world, and you know, more of what's going on Paradise. I want to see a plan start to formulate to stop Eren and take him down. I really want to see something from Levi, at least an eye open, or him say something. I don't know. Yeah, man, I don't know how much stuff we're gonna get in the next chapter because Izuyama, he does this thing where sometimes he gives us a chapter that's like 3 chapters in one, with so much information that he just gets through in a nice seamless manner and it just doesn't seem rushed. And then there's other times where Izuyama kind of like gives us a chapter that doesn't really give us that much content, but he's never really given us a bad chapter though. So he doesn't really have time to waste with the story and where it's at right now. So I believe the next chapter is going to be a good one, a bang, because the previous 2 was more just setup chapters. So whatever he chooses to do, I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna read it, I'm gonna talk about it. Everybody else is too. So if you enjoyed this video, man, you like the recap and just, you know, my overall thoughts and what I think might happen in the next chapter, if you want to share with me what you might think is going on in the next chapter, just put it in the comments. Like, dislike, subscribe for more content. Hope you're having a good day, night, wherever you are, and until next time, guys, peace.